Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 16. The last one of that second part of the season 11. The last season, the final season that we're gonna have of this show. I'm excited about it because this is the last episode of this part of the season. So normally a lot of big things are gonna happen, you know. It's gonna be something, we're gonna end with a cliffhanger, we're gonna have, yes, stuff to be excited about. Also because they announced that that's it, they ended to film the third part and the final part of this season 11 of The Walking Dead. So it's great, you know, it's big news, it's great news. I'm excited for this episode, but I'm also anxious about it, I have to say it, because of the fact that this second part of the season, for most of it, I had the impression that they were writing it really well, with a lot of good ideas behind the cameras, with how they were filming it, but also, you know, some stuff were really great. I had the impression that yes, they had a lot of good ideas, but something really bothered me during the two last episodes, I think, more in fact the episode 14, how they treated the return of Negan, which was so sudden, with Negan who changed so much, and that was sudden for the viewers. Okay, they have a time jump, but it's not a time jump which is that long. And during that short time, you know, for how this show is functioning, for the rhythm of the show, that was a short time. And during that short time, he found a group, he found a woman, she's pregnant, he's married with her. That was a lot, and that was not well done. Him meeting Herschel, being confronted by Herschel about the fact that he killed his father, that was sudden, and they didn't take the time to build the moment, to build the tension around that. And again, that's such an important story, narrative arc that we have since seasons now, that I expected better, really better. That was not it. So yes, they disappointed me with this episode 14. The episode 15 was better, for sure. I was not disappointed by it, but like I said at the end of it, it was not an action episode like we are used to have with The Walking Dead. It was a good transition episode because at the end of it, it's gonna help the characters to explain the actions of the characters during the next episodes. Like, it's gonna explain maybe why Mercer is gonna switch, why Max is helping us now. You know, a lot of stuff like that. Why Maggie is not gonna trust anymore anyone which is coming from the Commonwealth. So that was a good transition episode. We had some moments which were great. And it was great, these moments, a lot, because of the character of Lance and the actor who is playing that character, who is so great. With only his eyes, he can really, you know, annoy us, but also frighten us. Like, it's really great. It was weird, you know, the fact that I liked that much all of this second part of the season, and at the end of it, I'm disappointed. I'm not so sure of it, so that's why, you know, for that final episode of the second part, I'm excited by it for sure, but I'm also anxious about it because I don't want to continue on that note. I want to come back to, oh, that's great what the writers are doing. They have really a lot of good ideas, they know how to do that well, they're honoring the fans, the characters with this season. It's so good because really I had this impression during the rest of the episodes. And on the other hand, you know, I didn't appreciate at all how they promoted that second part of the season, how they announced all of the spin-off, and it ruined totally this last season, you know, because we are not in tension anymore to know if our characters they're gonna survive or not. We know who is gonna survive. At least we know a lot of them are gonna survive, and we know also what they're gonna do after the end of this show. So all of the promotion was bad. I was glad, you know, that the actor who is playing Negan said it also. It felt great to have someone, a member of the casting, supporting that idea. And you know, in a way, I'm glad that this second part is gonna end today, that we're gonna have a gap, you know, before having the third and last part of this final season. I'm glad in a way that, yes, that's gonna end like that and we're gonna come back later for the real end, because I really hope that for this last part of that final season they're gonna do something else for the promotion of it. They're gonna do it better. They're really gonna show to the world, you know, that it's the end of this show that so many people followed all along it, or just for some seasons. Like, we were so many to appreciate it since the beginning and to be surprised also. Remember when the first season was out, people were surprised. It was the return of zombie shows and movies. Like, it really brought something new into all of the shows that we had during that period of time. So it would feel right to have really an amazing promotion around the end of this show. So I really hope that they're gonna do that for this third part that we're gonna have during the summer, I think, no? I'm gonna check that later, during the editing, not now. See, for that final episode, I'm excited about it because that's the end of this second part, so normally a lot of exciting stuff are gonna happen. I'm anxious about it because the last episodes didn't please me that much, you know. At least after me being so excited about that second part, I was not that much pleased by the end of it. So I'm a little anxious about it, and at the end I'm also relieved in a way that the second part is gonna end for what is happening around the show, and to think that maybe it's gonna be better later. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you can have these episodes earlier. On YouTube, each time I'm telling you that I'm gonna post it on one day, but you know that with YouTube it's... I used to say that it's difficult, it's rough, it's an issue. Now I'm telling you, and I told you into a post that I put on YouTube and also on Twitter, it's insane. It's just insane how YouTube is acting, at least with me, really blocking all of my videos. I have to fight for each of them during the time that I try to upload it, but also suddenly 1 month after that for videos which were okay, which were doing okay. I'm respecting the fair use rules, and I have even stricter rules in fact than most of the reactors, like I'm not afraid to say it. And still, it's not functioning when for them it is. Like, I don't know what I did wrong. But yes, if you really want these episodes right on time, it's on my Patreon. And for YouTube, just know that I'm fighting, I'm trying my best, and that at some point you're gonna have them during the week, no matter what. I'm doing my best, you know. So yes, if you want to support me, you have my Patreon with an extended offer reaction part for these videos. I can't know in advance, so check the description to know that. Let's go for this episode 16. I'm excited, I'm anxious, it's really a mix of emotions. I don't know how you are feeling about this last episode of the second part, tell me. Leah, just the return of Leah, I don't understand it. I thought that the end that we had for her before was good, was enough. Where are we? Where are we? When are we? I had the impression that it was Hilltop.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Someone took me great pain. How far do you think?
4 miles south. Give or take. Should get it before dark. We move fast.
You want to be sure that Herschel is gonna be okay, so you're sending him away. Don't do that, kid. He wants to be mad at her, but he's just a kid, you need her. And the two of you, you need each other. Oh, the music! already during the first scene and now?
Over there, please. Can you give us the assignment, sir? You'll not see me.
You have some troops that you are dividing.
I thought we had a lovely night, didn't we?
You do it?
We did
What do you read?
stuff on physics, object in motion, you know.
You were the most remarkable human I've ever met in my heretofore uneventful life.
It looks like it clearly.
In every way.
Oh. Can you remember when we met Eugene? We loved so much, my dear.
I just can't stop thinking about what happens after we do this. This place pushes on people to keep things the same.
It's not gonna change anything, you think? They're just gonna arrest and kill the ones who told the truth and the ones who are gonna believe into it? You're doing what?
We find our moment, we take it. Hey, what's with the kick here? No, we need a break. I've been doing this for a while now. There's a rumor on the rooftops they pick for weapons and stuff.
Okay, you're searching for the weapons. I mean, still now, we know that Leah had them.
Seems like it's getting closer.
Oh, the music! It's still the same, you know, but it's a real good one.
Oh.
It's building the tension. Something that they had issues to do.
Everything good. Everything I still do.
It's for you.
Certainly choices. But I promise you, it is the right choice.
Nothing is gonna happen to you, kid. Nothing.
I made it this way.
You're there? Yeah.
Things are coming together. You get the scalp of the woman who killed your family, and I finally get to do my job without interference.
You want to kill Maggie? Okay. What are these things? I don't understand.
I need to see.
It's birds? It's... Okay, it was to choose the man. Oh, let me put up. It's a little mystic, you know, these birds like that. A big group of it, turning around you. We know that there is something right there. You have a place to hide.
Thank you.
Are you sure this guy wants me and his men are coming? Yes.
You help us. And I am grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no problem watching the kid at all. So there is no way I'm going to sit in some whisper or wormhole. I'm saving some shithole of a home that's not worth saving.
You're gonna go with her?
Actually, he's right. It's not going to get into light in it.
And I got no doubt about it.
I thought that he left the place in peace with her, like... How can you know that he's gonna get back to have this revenge with Leah? How can you know that a threat is coming that quick?
Keep them away from you until this is over.
He doesn't exactly trust me.
Mm-hmm. You can understand that?
I'm sorry, too. You saved him. That riverbed. Whatever else happens. Whatever else has happened. Oh, I'll never forget that.
You have big balls, Maggie.
She always had.
I got you.
She already began to change her mind about him before, but she was fighting it. It's bothering me a little that she's saying that everything is about what he did, you know, saving her kid. Again, it's too easy, you know.
That ain't a sign from the man upstairs.
Bah.
One last sweep then home.
Are you gonna understand that they just want you out, far away? They're really creating a tension with these musics. Why is the climax? They're around you. They're around you, they're gonna attack you. Climax. Do it so you attacked first. It looks like a paintball place, you know? Because of the spin-off, we know that Daryl is gonna be okay, but Gabriel and Aaron, be careful. You know, that's it. Like I should be worried for him. I should be in tension. Like, Daryl, you're in danger. I know that he's gonna survive. Snake. Another mystic religious symbol. Why is a snake?
What's Hornsby?
Occupied with Leah, your girl.
Sweet choice.
Him or them.
10 miles out. Said you wanted to clear the field.
You kept your promise.
Leave all the allies behind. We ain't here anymore.
I'm coming.
Now!
You okay? You seem far away. No.
Thinking about betraying you or not.
Right here. Accounting sent over the founder's day budget. There's a $50,000 surplus. How about starting a scholarship fund for less fortunate families? Any extra funds go right back into the event. It's our biggest day of the year.
More money to organize an event than to help
You
people.
really should get going. You've got a 5 o'clock dinner. I don't know what I'd do without you, Max.
Maybe you're gonna know soon. Back with the tramps. Fast and quiet, Max. Fast and quiet. Oh, these names?
I'm so sorry.